Hello everybody, welcome to the Human Colony Hucolo TV Saturday webinar featuring Jim Charles. Today is February 6th, 2016, and this is our regularly scheduled Saturday webinar. And there may be some announcements at the end, so please stay tuned for those, and I'll pass this over to Valerie. Valerie, go ahead.
Thank you, Dan. Good morning, everyone. I would just like to introduce everyone that we have here today in the group. It is Amy, Carolina, Holly, Dan. Of course, Jim Charles is doing our channeling today. We have Michelle, Shambhala, Shran, Will, and myself, Valerie. Jim, would you like to introduce those who are there with you today?
Yes, starting with Angie to my left, and then we have Ann. And then we have Mark and Raymond. Hey. And we have some people running a little late, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. We have our people popping in here on the room too, so we'll change over and switch to whoever's next. And Jim, if you're feeling it, would you like to say a few words before you begin?
Yes, I'm going to start with a prayer first, but just good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. I hope there's a really wonderful message today. I'm sure somebody will benefit because they always promise to send a message to somebody who really needs it. So that's my major goal, is to help those that are need the help the most, or I should say they are helping those that need the help the most. So, but I'm going to start with a prayer, if that's all right with you.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then I'm going to ask someone to come in, whoever wants to. We had a lot of different requests. Lately I've been getting a lot of requests online for people to come in, so it's interesting that all the different people that are being asked to come in. So, but first I'm going to start with a prayer. Dear Mother, Father God, we just thank you and praise you for who you are, what you do, and how you take care of your own. We know that you are watching over us, and we ask you to be here today so that everything can be perfect and integral and loving, kind, good, and happy. We know that every day the third dimension is pretty strong and can sometimes get in the way of a bright day, but we know that you are there to bring us out of it. So thank you so much, and we just ask that you be with everyone today, love them and guide them and direct them. In your name we pray, amen. Alrighty then, since I'm a quart low, I'm going to take a sip. And I'm a little froggy today, but I don't feel bad, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to leave you now, and we'll see who comes, okay?
Bye, Dan.
Wonderful. I'm just going to do a little meditation, then, and we'll see who comes. It's all right. I'll be here in a minute. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Here it is. Good morning. Oh, he has a frog. Ah, that's okay. Everybody knows who I am, don't you? Yeah.
Could you tell us, just so everyone knows that's listening?
Oh, well, I'm Grindal. I'm your friendly Zespod reptilian. So, therefore, hello.
Hello, nice to meet you, Grindal.
And nice to meet you, too. I thought most people knew who I was, but maybe not everybody. I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I haven't been here for a while.
Oh, you haven't? We haven't seen you for a long time. Do you have any
No,
messages?
Go
Did
ahead.
you have any messages for our group this morning?
Just that keep moving forward. I know that a lot of you are going through some really hard times right now. It is a time when the Earth's, energies are really disrupted. So if you're feeling a negative feeling, then you feel it stronger. If you're feeling a positive feeling, then you feel that stronger. However, most of you have been going through some third-dimensional agonies lately, and I just want to say that that will end very shortly. The powers have been moving down. The energies have been evening out a little more. There's a few spots that are still pretty energetic, but most places are getting better. So if you have any questions for me.
Well, that's great news with the energy. I know we've all been looking for answers there.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a question this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Hello.
How are you?
Good morning, Grindal. Much has been going on. Thanks for visiting the other day. Will you be around more here the next little
Yeah,
while?
I'm going to be around a little more. I was sort of busy for a while.
Yeah, is that all sorted out?
Yeah, it's all sorted out now, pretty much. Otherwise, I'd still not be here.
Okay, so you'll be available for the next few weeks, or do you have a time frame?
Who knows? I could be here for 3 minutes or 3 days or 3 weeks. It doesn't, you never know.
Okay, well, I have a feeling people will be asking for you, so if you have an opportunity to leave your energy around, please do that.
Yeah, I've already talked to a couple people this week.
Yes.
So that's...
Yeah, we saw one of them just the other day, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to say hey. Oh, no, I just wanted to say hey and let everybody know that you're around a little bit, and they can direct your questions to you as it becomes available to them.
All right. Really good.
If anybody else has a question.
How about anybody in the room there with you, Grindal? Can we ask?
Yeah. Anyway. No, nobody has a question. I guess I'm not loved.
Oh, we love you so much. We appreciate you coming and bringing your energy in the room today. It's wonderful.
I'll make way for someone else because I know...
Will has a question, if you don't mind sticking around for just a minute.
No, I'm all right.
Okay, Will.
Good morning, Grindal. How are you?
Good morning, Will. I'm fine.
I was wondering if you could give us a rendition, a short little story, just coming from you. Help brighten our day.
A story? What do you want it to be about?
I don't know. Jim and I were talking about having Grindal's story time of Grindal reading children's books.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah. It would go something like, once upon a time, and you realize there's no such thing as time. There was a young girl. Well, she wasn't so young. She was sort of middle-aged. But she was on her way to her grandmother's house because probably she passed or something. But it was a good day for her because she had a basket full of goodies. Everybody was going to enjoy that. Yeah. So, but that's just an example of how one of our fairy tales would start. But,
That's very funny. Well, we do have another question, if you don't mind.
Oh, very good.
This is from Shir.
Yes.
And the question is, Grindal, from what I know, there's something new that we should be speaking about. Just wondering, what are the chances for this to happen?
I'm not sure. Oh, yes. We would be speaking about that in private for sure. But there are other things to speak about in the world arena. I think that's what he's talking about. The meeting is coming up with the politicians on the 22nd or the 24th. And many of you, some of you, not many of you, but some of you will be going to this meeting because you have something to say to the politicians about first contact or about alien arrivals and things of that nature, or site to site. And so prepare yourselves. Some of you don't even know that you're going to be speaking, but others of you do. So hopefully you'll remember it, because it will be a memorable time. Now, there are certain governments and things of this nature that are in very dire states. They may not be present as they're dealing with their economy or rumors of war or things of this nature. We hope that they will attend. However, there is a lot of very dangerous things going on right now. So some countries are close to financial disaster, and that is not a good thing. So they may not attend because they feel that they have other interests that are greater. Now, Sheer, what is the subject that you think that I should bring up at this point? Somehow I don't think that was it.
The rest of his follow-up was how strong it will be. So I'm thinking maybe energies? I'm not sure.
How strong it will be? Interesting. I don't know if I know what he's talking about. I might know, but right now it's bouncing off the old brain cavity. I can't figure out what he's talking about, but that's all right. What needs to be said will be said. So that is all that's important.
Okay, and Amy, would you like to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself. Grindal, we've never met before. But
Hello,
my name
Amy.
is Amy, and I just wanted to say hello. And it's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you as well. Do you have any questions?
Just personal questions. That's probably not.
I see. Understood. But it was very nice meeting you. It's a nice group today.
Yes, it's nice meeting you too. I've heard a lot about you, so I wanted to say hello. And blessings.
Blessings to you as well.
Thank
You realize
you.
now that there are other of my kind that are going to start to channel because they see that it's a lot of fun for one thing, and they see that they can bring in their messages for another thing. So it is a very big possibility that you'll be seeing more 𝗧spot reptilians channeling through humans.
Okay.
Continue.
Yes. Sheer wanted to add. He says you will know what he was talking about and something you're working on.
Oh, I think I understand. Yes, but that's not to be discussed with everybody. There are some things that are going on with the governments from a simply personal point of view on some people's agendas that are not to be brought into this because it is something of a sensitive nature, if you will.
Very well. Thank you. Okay, we have another question from Lone Hawk.
Yes.
He would like me to ask about the reptilian he encountered, the name, origin, and why he was there. And thank you.
And what was this person's name?
Lone Hawk.
Lone Hawk. One moment. I do not think he was someone from my reptilian race, but he was a Zeta Reptilian, yes. And he was looking for some answers to some questions about who Lone Hawk was, because Lone Hawk has a negative, not a negative, a big side, but there is something negative going on right now that this particular reptilian was interested in. And his name is 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐧𝑠. Interesting. 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐧𝑠 is a very common name for the Zeta Reptilians, but in this case, he's a very unusual character. So, does that answer his question?
I hope so. Very
Yeah,
well. We have one more question here.
Yes.
And, well, it's several questions, I guess. Is the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency of the United States, intricately involved with ISIS, if you know, ISIS, ISIL,
Yeah.
and the new Middle Eastern group near Syria and Iraq? If so, how?
Yeah. Yes, they are involved. They have to be involved because they're part of the way that this is going to be handled. Infiltration of the other ISIL, ISIS, whatever you want to call it, is the only way to get the proper information that they need to get rid of this terrorist group. However, this terrorist group has spawned many to act on their own and then give them credit, which is very, very dangerous. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So therefore, yes, they are trying to find out how this is operating, who the major people are, which they already know. But they need to infiltrate the group because that is the only way, from the inside, is the only way to stop it. They're too spontaneous at times to be they're too spontaneous from the outside look to be stopped because no one knows what's happening. It has to come from the inside.
Okay. He has another question. How many false flag events do you know of that the United States has perpetrated upon itself, and how do we stop these events?
False flag events are done on purpose. The reason for these is because they want to get attention away from another area of the country or another area of the world. They do this to help themselves and to draw also the attention of the people that they know are doing these kinds of events. And this is always important because as soon as they announce a false flag event, a lot of communication happens all over the world, and then they can find out who's doing the communicating and what is happening. Many of the times, this is just to get out information that's being hidden or find out where people are that they are looking for. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I'm sure it does. Okay, now we have Caroline or Carolina that would like to ask.
Hey,
Yeah.
Grindal.
Hello.
Nice to meet
How
you.
are you?
I've never spoken to you, so I just wanted to say hello and that I love you.
I
And
love you as
I wanted Thank you for coming to speak to us.
Very well.
Grindal, I had a dream. I was wondering if you could help me figure out what it means.
Tell me the dream.
I was in a city and suddenly my teeth started to fall out for some reason. And I was trying to put them back, but I couldn't do it. What does that mean?
It means that there was something that took your bite away. That means that something is, when you were in this city, it took your bite away, which means that you couldn't affect it in any way, shape, or form. You were trying to accomplish something, and the city took away the very energy that you had to do whatever it was that you needed to do. And so it was that you were trying to get your point across, but there was no bite. It was gone.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all from me. I just wanted to say hello and I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Grindal, Ade says to tell you she loves you.
Oh, thank you.
And Johannes has a little question here. He says
Yes.
he would like to know if there's any message for his new big project or any messages for Martina, his girl.
Just this. You have a lot to do. The preparation is very important. Do not rush the project. Make sure that you have everything in order before you move to the next step. And Martina is a very big support and is a very big part of it in some ways. So make sure you're working together and your thought processes come together as one. I see success, but it's not easy. Do not think that it will be easy. I know what you're doing, and I'd say many blessings to you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. And now from Juggertron, he says, hi, Grindal. Much love to you.
Ah, thank you.
Can you please provide information on the energy that visited me last night shortly as I was going to sleep? It held me in a nice, lovely trance for 15 seconds or so. I don't think it was my astral body leaving, but I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't your astral body leaving, right? I see that was a visitation. The visitation was of an angelic sort. There was something that wanted to comfort you and calm you at that moment. And because there was some upheaval, or I'm not sure if it was an upheaval, but there was some tension or some anger or something, and they just wanted to let you know that everything is all right. It was a visitation, but it was not your astral body leaving. They were just letting you know that all things are good right now. There might be something on your mind or something. I'm not sure what it is that they were trying to talk to you about, but it was definitely to comfort you.
Oh, that's great news. Okay, this one's from Freddie Colt.
Yeah.
What infusions can I get to improve my connection to my solar plexus chakra and to open it more? Thank you.
Interesting. There are a couple different infusions that would help that. Lyran would be one of them. Lyran, because they are very grounded, and they cause some bodily toning as well, but it is a good place to start at Lyran. And the Fendorian and Arcturian both deal with chakra colors and chakra movement. So the Fendorian especially brightens all the chakras and works with all the different chakras. So Fendorian would be the first choice. it also ignites the Kundalini, which is rather fun and also rather intense, because it awakens all the body appetites and the body senses and feelings and emotions. So the Kundalini with the Fendorian is very, very good for opening and giving brightness to all the chakras. Arcturian does work with the chakras as well, not quite as intensely. But I mentioned the Lyran first because their yellow chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra, is always bright. It's very, very rare that you find a Lyran that does not have a bright solar plexus chakra. So that was a thought that I had right away.
All right. Well, that concludes the questioning that we have for you today, and we appreciate your time, Grindal. Would you like to give
I'll bring someone
Jim a break?
else.
We bring Jim back in and give him a drink?
We're okay. 1 minute, though. Thank you, Grindal. You're welcome. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh. They said come back and get water?
Yes, yes. Your voice was sounding like it was getting a little harshed out there from Grindal.
Oh, okay. We'll do the hot stuff.
Even Grindal said you were a little froggy this morning.
Oh, okay. Very good. Alrighty then. I will do another little...
See who else can come in today and visit us?
Yeah. Yeah, see what else is out there.
Okay.
Hold on. Thanks to Ray for the coffee. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ray.
He was the coffee maker today.
Grindal did a good job of clearing your voice.
Oh, really? You did?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. My voice seems a little clearer now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
All
As long
right.
as you're comfortable, that's what counts.
Hey, I'm good. I will be back. I'm going to do another meditation, and then we'll see who else comes in.
Wonderful.
I am Buddha.
Oh, welcome.
How are you today?
Oh, it's a beautiful day. So fortunate to have you here.
Thank you. I've come to talk to you today about connection. I know that many of you are wanting me to finish up about the third eye and the crown, but there are so many important things going on right now. Many of you know about your chakras in many senses, but I would like to talk to you more today about connecting one with another. There are some of you out there that are alone, or at least you feel alone. you're lonely, or at least you feel lonely, you know that the ascension connects you through the light and through the love that everyone has for one another, in the sense that the ascension is moving in a direction upwards. But let me speak to you about connection right now, because there is a great darkness on the other side of this positive connection. Not that I want to concentrate on that at all, no. But that I want you to be aware that your connection must be found every day. When you get up, when you embrace the world in the way that you embrace it each day, you need to know that your connection is important, that your light will be part of the great flame that is the connection to Mother Earth. You need to visually and emotionally and spiritually reach out to connect every day. Why do you need to do this? Because if you do not do this in this time of great ascension, you will not feel the energy that is needed to be the perfect person that you are to be. And you will not give the strength of energy that is necessary for the ascension to move at a quick pace. Now, as you know, there are many that are out there to stop or bring the ascension to a slower pace, because they want to control everything about all things on this planet. But strengthen your connections one to another. Strengthen your thought processes, praying for one another. Strengthen all those things that bring community about. Strengthen your heart muscle so that you may feel the empathy or the telepathy from one to another, even though there may not be anyone close by. You are important. Your flame burns as brightly as anyone else's. Do not be fooled to think that you do not have a great need to connect. You do. And this will also bring you to other connections that you may not already have. The universe wants to work with you in finding you some great connections. You may be alone in the place that you are. You may have many people around you that you can connect with and feel wonderful and joyful with. But remember, this is a great time at the beginning of the ascension where it is necessary for you to try to connect. Not only try, but actually connect. Feel that connection one with another. The love, the understanding, the joy, the positivity that is brought about by each individual that is rising and is bringing their energies to this purpose. Is there questions?
Yes, there is a question. This is from Sarah, and she says, "Hello, Buddha. Much love.
Much.
I would like more clarity on the dream I had where I pulled a veil covering from my eyes. Can you tell me a little more about this?"
Yes. You are living in a place where there is much stimulus coming from the outside, and sometimes it tends to veil the vision from what the truth is from the inside. You're pulling away the veil. The way that it is pulled away is for you to see what it is that you need to do. There has been many visions come to you as of who you are and what your purpose is in this world. But many people try to stop it, or many things try to stop it. Do not allow them to bring themselves into you where they can make a difference. Remember that you are your perfect self and that you have the willpower and all the things that you need to move forward. Plus, the universe is with you. You are blessed and you are one of the great ones. And so therefore, you must know that these things are only there to hold back the ascension that is you yourself. You are part of it and will always be part of it. Stretch out, remove the veil. Understand, see clearly who you are and what your purpose is. If you cannot see that at this time, do a meditation and bring that into you, because you are important and the things that you will do will help many.
Well, thank you, Buddha. Much love.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, Michelle.
There's a lot of things happening in our cosmos, and I am not one well versed in this arena and subject matter, and I was wondering if you could give us kind of a description of what is happening right now and the significance for our development, growth, how it affects us and our ascension.
Many questions there and many answers there as well. Thank you for that question. What is going on in our cosmos is a great change. You have started on the path to the ascension, which is your evolution, which is also your destiny. And there are many here to help you, but there are many here to hinder you as well. Now, the energies of the earth are also changing. The skies have given you many, many symbols recently. Since September 28th, since the triad blood moon, there's been symbols in the sky, and now the alignment of planets and many other things telling you that this is a time of change, telling you this is a time of awareness, telling you that this is time to wake up and be a part of the universe. And that is what is happening in your cosmos. There are many coming to visit to help stimulate the ascension, and then there are also many there to slow it down. So you must work, you must understand the changes, because there are not only changes in the world, because when the world changes, you also change. Your physicality, your mental state, and your spiritual state, emotional state as well, will all come into question. Because when there is change, it is not easy. Now, even though the change is good for the ascension, it's still difficult. Why? Because you will be different. You will have different responsibilities in the sense that you will be tasked to maintain the goodness, the love, the joy, and the understanding. The energy that is going out and coming in is something new and precious. And you are not used to it, and sometimes you can possibly ignore it. But I do not want you to do that. And that is why this is a good question. I was coming in to tell you about your connection one with another, and that was important because that energy builds the community of light that is necessary for the ascension to continue. Oh, certainly, it is already moving in a great way, but keep the fire moving forward and getting larger instead of perhaps remaining static. Give it more fuel. Give it more understanding. Give it more of who you are, because it is who you are. Now, I do not think I answered that question fully about the cosmos. The earth energies are changing. As you all know and have known for a long time, they are essential to the change that will happen on the earth with Mother Gaia. She is protecting you, she is advancing you, and she is giving you the strength that you need in her ultimate wisdom to move forward and become part of a new world. Accept this, even though it may be difficult sometimes to understand why this has to happen. But you will see the changes coming little by little, and it will seem almost magic the way that the world is going to transform. It will take time. Like the Ascension, it starts off very small and works into a greater and greater acceptance and assimilation of all peoples. But this is an era where people are going through many changes. And I just want you to know that God and Mother, Father, God, Spirit of the universe, creativity, the Creator, they are all with you, as well as many of the many species that are out there. The angels have come to give more voice to messages, to give greater healing, to do the things that they are meant to do at this time period. Accept them. Bring them. Call on them. Talk to them. Talk to all those that will help, and you will be fine.
Thank you.
Okay, Jay.
Hi.
Hello.
I have two questions.
Yes.
The first being, if taxes are to be eliminated in the United States, when do you foresee this occurring?
I did not hear the first part. What?
1, 2, 3 testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. If taxes are to be eliminated in the United States, when do you foresee this occurring?
I do not see that occurring anytime soon. The reason is they use the taxes to bring themselves prosperity. They use the taxes to fund things that they feel to be necessary. Now, there will be a time when there won't be taxes. But the first thing that must happen is that something must fall, and then something must rise. Do you understand?
I do. And my last question, since you were talking about change,
yes.
I had an experience. I was talking to my grandmother, and I was expressing to her, well, telling her the things that excite me, things that I feel like I'm going to be doing in the future, etc.
Yes.
And as I was doing this, I looked up at the sky, and at that moment, a meteor appeared. And it began traveling across the sky. It was very beautiful. And I felt like that meant something. Could you give me your perspective on that? Thank you.
Yes. There will be a time when the thoughts and patterns of your desires will be like a meteor. It will seem like things are moving very quickly. It is actually a sign of your future, but be cautious. Meteors move very, very quickly and burn out sometimes before they should. So it is also a warning to you to take it slow and let things happen in its due time so that they do not burn out too quickly. However, it is a beautiful light in the sky and part of who you should be and will be.
Thank you, Buddha. That was really awesome.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sharon, would you like to go next?
Yes, one moment. Hello, Buddha. My name is Sharon. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I love a lot of the interviews that we've watched you in recently. They're so amazing. Thank you for your messages. And I have a couple. I have a couple questions for my friend Randy first. Hi, Randy, if she's watching. And she said, "Am I on the correct career path? Will I ever have children? Is my destiny to travel the world and love on it?"
Those are big questions, and they have big answers.
Yes.
Because everything is what it is at the moment. Now, from this moment, I could answer all those questions one way, but the next moment it may change. So let me tell her this. The things that she is working on will not pass away in a flame of waste. She is on the right path. But there are many decisions to be made about the future. Do you understand that? She cannot just say, ask the questions and have the answers given, because the answers are part of who she is, and she must display that interest in the future. She must give the right decisions and the right powers, the right understanding. Now, have her thank God for all these things that are to come, because she is on the right path, and travel is in her future. But it depends on how she moves forward, how much of these things will come forth. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes, thank you. I know she'll appreciate that. Mom, did you want to ask? Okay. My mother, Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie. Namaste.
Julie, how are you?
Thank you. Many changes have come about with me and inside me, and I feel like I'm learning to love myself for the first time, or it's taken a long time, and I'm struggling a little bit with my job and with my house and some personal decisions I've made lately.
I see. Let me stop you there.
Okay.
And then you can finish in a little bit. The very fact that you're coming into your own, finding this self-love, finding this expression for yourself is a great, great moment. All other things pale in comparison to this self-love that you are finding. Now, the answers to all these smaller questions that come around you that are third dimensional are going to be like wisps of air. Once you find that your love is complete for yourself, you will know how to handle all things that are third dimensional. Because you know why? Because the Spirit is wise, and the Spirit understands who you are and why you are. You have a purpose, and that is one of the things that is now starting to show a light into you. Your purpose, your way of shining the light outward is coming to you now. You see, all these things about third dimension are unimportant in the sense that they will not give you the things you need to succeed. But you are finding that your purpose is important. Your love and example, your example is great, and many will prosper from it. Children and adults alike. Go ahead and continue.
Did you turn it on? Mm-hmm. Thank you, thank you. I feel a lot of that. I'm very happy with myself, and I understand that I've been able to let go of a lot of past, which is hallelujah, finally.
Yes.
And I
Doesn't
just,
yes.
yeah, I have a little
The,
struggle. Okay.
the past can really affect the future, can't it?
Yes.
So when you let it go, when you let it pass, then that frees the future up to be much more clearer and much more productive.
Thank you very much.
Continue.
That's all for now. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. And stay on this path because I see that your joy increases. The reason it does is because you know who you are finally. You finally understand that there is a reason for all the things that have happened and all the things that are you. Your creativity has taken a turn, and it is showing you that there is something there that is reaching to you, but also that is burning to get out.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Well. Namaste, Buddha.
Namaste, Buddha. Namaste.
I have a question about this equinox coming up. It's not an ordinary equinox, and I was wondering if you'd like to talk about that.
I mentioned earlier all the signs in the sky that have happened since last year. This is another one of those signs that is important. It says, be awakened, be aware that there are many things happening in your world. Be understanding that this is not natural. Many people will come and say, but this happens every so many thousand years or whatever. But no, not so many at a time. Is that not correct to you? This is something for you, though. This equinox is something for you. It is giving you the sign that your future is intact. Your meaning, understanding, and determination will be paid off, and the things that you want are coming. Do not doubt. I know you have gone through a time recently where you said, but wasn't it all supposed to happen already? But no, your time is to come. They're giving you patience, teaching you that you're growing in a way that is far beyond what you could possibly imagine. But you need to be there to be able to do the job that is at hand. Yes, you do. You are one of those that has the meanings to many things. Hold them in your hand, but do not keep them. Spread them to others. Now, great understanding and thought processes are still working with you. Much love.
Much love. Namaste. Gratitude.
You understand what I have told you?
Absolutely. You've been talking to me for quite a while.
Yes, I have.
Much respect.
Go and be a Buddha yourself.
Thank you, Buddha. Okay, I have a question from Amy. She would like to know if you can tell her what is causing her migraine headaches that she's been experiencing.
Yes, one moment, please. How long have these headaches have been?
I'm not sure. She did not say.
But I can help her get rid of them. Let me tell you how. Ground yourself into Mother Earth. Make sure you are fully part of who she is. Let her know what your problems are. Bring your energies to her completely. And then accept who you are completely. There is something in your mind that is fighting against your destiny. It is causing the brain to hurt. It is causing the brain to want to explode because you do not see a way out of the third dimension into the fourth dimension where you want to be. Now, you are born into third dimension, and you can pull yourself up through grounding into the fourth dimension, but accept that you cannot live there. Accept that this pain is third dimensional. Let it go, because it is not who you are. Pain of this nature cannot exist when you are at one with yourself.
Okay, thank you so much.
Accept the healing from yourself.
Okay, Maria, are you ready?
Yes, thank you. Greeting and much love. I have a question, Buddha. You explained the importance of our connection as a group during this time of ascension. I would like you to shed light about our connection within ourselves, with our true self and our soul during the ascension.
Yes. When you're connecting to yourself, that is the most important thing. When you're connecting to others, that's the light in you shining out. That is the first thing you must know. You must connect with yourself in the truth. You must not say, or you must not bring things into you that do not resonate. You must resonate with the things that are within you and be true to yourself, and let that love of self bear itself out in the truth that when you do personally and fully love yourself, others see that love. Others see your enlightenment. Because what is enlightenment? The soul is of God, right? That perfect connection from God the Creator to God the Soul is your enlightenment, because you cannot help but move that energy out of you, move that thought process into a great light that others can see. That is enlightenment. When somebody can walk into a room and feel your loving presence, what greater gift to the world is that?
Yes, thank you. But in that, I was going to ask you, when we are enlightened like that, we are getting our inner guidance will help us in our path. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes. Now, there is nothing wrong with seeking guidance through meditation or from others that are wise. But do not be accepting of anything that does not resonate with your person. Some people may find one thing resonates with them because it is who they have to be. But it may not resonate with you because that is not who you are. each individual is different. Accept only those resonations that come to you and build you up and make you want to move forward. Do you understand?
Yes, but I'm a little bit confused as well, because if that connection is built between you and your soul, it does resonate, doesn't it?
It is who you really are if it resonates, yes. That is what I'm saying. I'm just saying if there's something coming from the outside and it does not resonate with you, do not bring it in.
Thank you. Much love.
Much love. And I know that you are still confused a bit, but do a meditation and you will find that you are already who you are to be. And your connection with God is very clear and precise.
Yes.
Just
Thank you.
Just accept it. It's sometimes hard to accept that it is so easy. But is it not the way God would want it to be? So easy and peaceful. The hard part is accepting that it is actually true.
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes you can doubt yourself.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay, Buddha, can we ask if there are any questions in the room with you?
Is there any questions in the room with me?
Much love to you.
Much love. Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a question from Karen. She says, thank you for coming and sharing your presence. I send you love from my heart.
Thank you. And that is the best kind of love.
Please speak more on the importance of connection and how it wakes up to oneness, and why it is important to realize the divine in everyone. Namaste.
Ah, that is a beautiful sentiment. The connection one to another is the beginning of reaching out and trying to enlighten the ones around you. The connection of love that you feel one to another, is that not a connection of giving? Give of yourself and become one with all. It does not matter if you stand out in the crowd or if you blend into the crowd when it comes to oneness, because you are just becoming part of the great fire of God. Now, you are unique. Each one of you is one in yourself and is a purpose that has to be shown to the world. Oneness as a group, as a people, as an ascension, as souls one to another. It is so important that you understand that your great light is an example to the universe, example to the galaxy, example to all other species, gods, and whatever. I want to speak of your personal love for yourself, because that's where it starts, and that's where it has to start. How can you love the universe if you don't love yourself? You've heard that before. How can you love someone truly if you don't love yourself? And so therefore, find that love within yourself, because it will only lead to you showing love to everyone else. It will only lead to you coming forth in your enlightenment. It will only lead to perfection in your relationships in many ways, because you are not looking for yourself in somebody else's eyes, but you're looking for the love of God in someone else's eye. Let God shine through everyone's eyes, and when you look at them, look for it so that you may shine your love on that love. Make sure that you are connecting in a way that is not third dimensional, in the sense that you are just looking upon another third dimensional being, but you're looking on another creature of God. Even when you see the aliens and they're not beautiful, they are filled with God. And so therefore your fear can be squelched by the very fact that you can look into their eyes and see that God. There should be no fear, because in love there is no fear. What is there to be afraid of in the world? Death, pain, being hurt, sorrow, loneliness. The things that are in the world don't matter. The love that is in you and pours out from you matters. And what kind of fear is there in that love? It is pure. It comes out in such a pure way that fear does not exist. Why? Because it doesn't matter what happens to you. You love unconditionally. And if you could all do that, you would be a world of gods in many senses. Do you understand? Fear does not belong in your life, or pain or suffering. I know it is a part of third dimension. It is there because it has been brought there. And it has been brought there, and over it's been talked about, and it's been experienced, and it's been validated. Validate purity. Validate the heart. Validate love. Give your validation something stronger than these petty things and darknesses. Validate the things that are of wholeness and bring life to others and love to others and love to yourself. Validate positivity. Do not give credence to these negative things. It only gives them power. If you speak negative things, it only gives them power. Why speak of the negativity when you want to increase the positivity? Why speak about something that is not good or brings others down when you want to be bringing each other up? I know that is not possible to live without the negativity, because you run into it every day in society. Every moment someone is trying to tell you their negative opinion or their thoughts about being real, and they bring a negative thought to being real, don't they? Oh, be real. That'll never happen. No. Be real in God. Because in that sense, God has no negativity. He accepts it because you are His children. He accepts everything about you and loves you no matter what. But that doesn't mean that He is a negative being. You'll say, well, where did the negativity come from? Sometimes negativity comes from your creation. but find love as your major goal in life. Because with that love comes the destiny that is yours. When God is with you and God lights your way, how can you fail? The God power is omnipotent. But a lot of your belief systems are very small. Expand yourself. Send your light out. And if you send your light out, believe me, you're not diminishing anything from within yourself. It's not, if I send out too much light, it'll be gone. It's not how it works. The soul is always overflowing with the God light because you're connected to the God. And therefore, that God light, and from God to you, overflows and is constantly lit. And you can never give enough of it. And the more you give, the more you get. And I know, I see in your history, in my history as well, that when people are very good, the negative really crowds you out, trying to make you do something that you will regret, or makes you do something that will make your light less. There's the Gandhis of the world that shone their light out, and what happened was he won a war without ever raising a fist. It is possible to destroy war with love, to destroy hate with love. The word destroy is a negative word, but to eliminate all the negative things seems impossible, doesn't it? But eliminate as many in your life, in your world, in your understanding as you can. I am sure third dimension has enough negativity to go around that whenever you bring out your light, it will come to try to put it out. Will try to hurt you, kill you, harm you. But it will make a difference in the world if you don't let it go out. If you don't let it affect you. If you show that you're unafraid to love. If you show that you're unafraid to be the perfect person that you are meant to be. Because your goals will be met. Your understanding, love, and goodness and kindness will never be forgotten. I know I speak of martyrdom, but you don't have to be a martyr in this life. At least not yet. But you do have to be a loving spirit, an example to the world. And if you were that example in the world, think of how great the world would be if they just respected your example.
Oh, that is truly a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Buddha.
It is the message that needs to come across in this time. People need strength in their own selves, in love of God, in the strength that they are not alone. And they should not start feeling sorry for themselves any longer, because there is no reason. They are very loved. They are very empowered and very much a part of who God is. Feeling sorry for oneself is only saying that they accept what other people say and what the world is saying about them. Do not accept that. Accept that you are part of the light. There's no need to feel sorry for yourself. Feel sorry for those that do not have the light or do not understand it, and bring yourself as an example to them so that they might experience something that they never experienced before.
Can we check Jim and see if he has something to drink?
Of course. Namaste. Be well and be happy. For when you're with God, you're always happy, no matter what the situation or experience. He can bring joy into any experience. Remember that. Believe it.
Namaste. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, Jim. We felt you needed something to drink, so we
okay.
going to bring you out to get you something. Your voice was really turning harsh and going high. And
Alrighty then. Well,
I feel better.
We might turn in a little early today.
Is your voice giving you trouble today?
I don't know. That's what you said, so I was.
Yeah, it sounded kind of funky, so we figured we'd better give you a little bit of a break.
It sounded good. Must be coming across that way.
Okay, it must be. They say that in the room it didn't sound that bad, but
okay,
it sounds a little bit hoarse. But
do you want to see if anybody else is around, or are you done today?
We'll see if anybody else is around, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much,
Does
Jim.
anybody have any requests for anybody?
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dorama.
Stanley, if you're around, let me know.
Yeah. Dorama, if she'd like to come through, Jim.
Dorama. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a little meditation. I'll be back.
Thank you, Jim.
Oh. I am Dorama.
Hello, Dorama. How are you?
I am well.
This is Dan. I'm glad that you've come.
Dan, many thanks.
Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome.
I am now working to be more of a help to humanity in many ways.
You let everybody know a little bit about the message you're wanting to share, because I feel it's important that they understand that this is an available thing.
Healing is available, yes. I was healed by Reiki from human sources. Guru Dan, as he is called, sent energy to me because I was barren. There were others sending energy as well. And now I am with child. It is a miracle. there is things about it that confuse me all the time. I am confounded by the way that it happened. But my sorrow has been relieved, and I feel much fuller and happier. There has been some confusion about my species race. I am Reptilian. But I am very thankful to the people of the earth. At one time, I did not see them as very useful. But now that I see that the Ascension is moving, I understand who they are in the scheme of the universe. Thank you.
Dorama,
I'm happy to be here today.
would you be willing to take questions from the participants of the group here today?
Of course.
Okay, Valerie, do you have some questions lined up?
Yes, I do. Wendy, would you like to go first?
Yes, hello. I send my greetings and appreciation and gratitude for you being here. And I feel as though this is an extremely synchronistic meeting with respect to the child. And I feel as if I've been communicating with your species recently. And I was wondering if that was a predisposition for this meeting today.
Yes, there was a need for me to come and tell those that are listening that I thank you very much, and I appreciate your energies always, and that this child will be very informed about who you are and how you are, and hopefully one day visit your planet.
Yes, thank you. Is there any information that you could give to us, since we're talking today about connections, about our connections with you? And
there was not much of a connection with you until recently.
yes.
I understood what was to happen, and someone had told me that healing was possible for reptilians. But I was doubtful until I felt the energy. And then the energy made me believe. Because it was strong and it was intrusive in the sense that it was all over. But now I see that this was meant to be, and I was meant to be a spokesperson for your ascension. I'm truly grateful. Truly dedicated.
As are we. Thank you. Are you? Is there anything that we can do collectively or as in small groups to better our connections with each other as well as with you?
Yes. Any conscious effort to connect is always stronger. We connect with each other unconsciously, but a conscious connection is much stronger and much more affirming. I would just like to let you know that I am trying to make a much more conscious effort to connect daily with those of you that need healing and need strength, understanding, or need pulled out of negativity in some way.
Thank you. I invite you to establish that connection with me as well.
It has been established.
Yes, thank you. Is there any more information that you might be able to bring to us today regarding
our peoples have not gone through an ascension like you are going through now. It was much different since we are of a different nature. But we did experience a fullness that brought us to enlightenment as we feel now. We do not culturally interact very well, but I hope one day we will understand each other enough to share our thought processes and our cultures and traditions. It is rarely spoken about the cultures and traditions of other species, how different they really are, how frightening they may seem sometimes, or even odd, or just unnecessary. But look at your own traditions and holidays and see that we can see the same thing in them. We adore the thoughts and happy thoughts that come with many of these seasons and traditions and share them with you. And someday we will do the same with ours. Many species have many cultures and many beliefs that all tie together in the understanding that there is one God. And He is the God of all, the creator of all things. Maybe in many different forms, maybe in many different time periods. We do not know completely. But we want to share all things that are us with all things that are you.
Well, thank you. We invite that you would care to give us about you and your species, that we may better connect with you. Much love.
Much love. Thank you.
Namaste. Can I ask, where are you from?
I am from 𝗪𝗘𝗧𝗏.
Okay. Can I have a question now from Elchi?
Yes.
Says, hold on just one second here. I have been feeling intense frequency shifts that leave my vessel convulsive. However, they come with an upgrade or download. I feel like an antenna. My family is concerned, but however, I am not. Can you comment to this?
Yes. When these things happen, you are definitely a conduit for the energies that are changing. Please, when this happens, take deep breaths and let the energy even out in your system. It will not continue to happen for much longer, for things are evening out and things are becoming calm again. But you are one that feels the slightest of the shifts in the Earth atmosphere, in the alignments of the planets, and in the equinoxes that are to come. This is not a bad thing. It shows us that you are very sensitive to the spirit and sensitive to all things that are happening. Your destiny will come to you in an interesting and enlightening way. I know that you are not worried because when these things happen to you, you realize where the energy is coming from in some ways. If it continues to happen for more than a month, please let me know because you need to be balanced out by then.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I have a question from Symmetry, asking if there's any messages for me.
Symmetry. I would have to check with someone else. I am not a psychic. I am only a being from another planet. I know that some of your alien friends do have psychic abilities. I am sorry that I do not have that.
Oh, it's okay. No worries. We do have another person that would like to ask a question. Maria?
Yes.
Hi, Dorama. I have a question. And a while ago, actually, I was asked by a being to help with earth energies and transmute them. And I actually, I am still in the middle of a transformation myself. So I said, I don't feel good. And I started complaining, and I was told it will be over soon. And when I asked someone, I was told that this was you. Is that correct? Because I was wondering who were asking for help, and I said even yes before even I say anything else, but I agreed to that.
Yes, it was I.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. All right.
Yes, and I am connected with you in many other ways. So my energy and your energy will connect. And the reason why you do not feel good is because reptilian energy does not translate well to third dimension, but it will pass.
Yes. And I have reptilian energy myself.
And it does not translate well in third dimension.
No, no.
But I love you, and I see who you are, and we will speak again another time.
Yes, thank you. Much love.
Much love to you.
Okay, Carolina.
Hello, Dorama. This is Carolina.
Carolina.
Welcome, and thank you for coming to connect with us.
You're welcome.
Dorama, I would like to ask if you could please send energy to my brother who is in need. He's having a really bad time at the moment. He's not in a good state.
I can connect with your energy and send it to.
Thank you. I'm not physically connect. I don't know where he is actually. He's in Colombia, South America, but I don't know where he is. But all I know is that he really needs help at this time.
Very well. I will see if I can find him.
His name is. Would you like his name?
Yes.
His name is Heman or Eman.
Very well.
Thank you so much.
The same last name as yours.
No, his last name is Herrera.
Herrera.
Herrera, yes. Eman Herrera, and he's in Colombia, South America.
Very well, I will find him.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Much love.
Much love. The connection grows thin.
Okay, could we keep you here for just a moment longer to maybe help us with the closing prayer?
There is just a delay on the answers, that is all.
Okay, would you bless us with a prayer, please?
Would you like me to bless you with a prayer?
Yes, please.
Very well. Wow. 원조, 전적고, 남, 양모, kenwanat, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐳, 𝗪𝗚, 생구야와 원원조 frequency I send blessings to you from all parts of the galaxy, not only from mine, so that you may experience oneness with the universe, oneness with one another, and oneness. I am now feeling that you need a greater unity, a greater connection. For it has been spoken about many times today. Please be open to the light and the love from other parts of the universe and from each other, and do not be at odds with one another anymore, for that does not bring anything but sorrow and grief and anger. Build yourselves up, love yourselves deeply, and know that we are with you in supporting your ascension. Now I leave you with much love and many blessings. Continue on the path of the bright light.
Thank you so much. Bless you. Okay, we're bringing Jim back now.
Very well. It was nice to speak to you all. I will go now and perhaps speak to you someday once again.
Thank you for coming, Dorama.
Yes, namaste.
Dorama out. Hello.
Oh, thank you so much, Jim. A wonderful job this morning.
No problem.
Oh, you just brought in someone very special for all of us. I know I have never met her before, Dorama. That was very nice.
Excellent.
Yes.
Sorry
Okay.
I was a little froggy today, but
that's fine.
I really don't have a cold or anything. It's just my throat. So
yeah,
I better doctor the throat. So.
Okay, well, we'll give you a break and let you have a drink, and we'll have Sarah start our closing prayers, if that's okay.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I will speak to you this week sometime.
Thank you very much. Yes. Tari tano tu iashayeti ha. Tarantu ka tukuni yasukana. Sirunti ha tuluni kiasa. Kirina kuti hashunaka. Shaitini kiasuku 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐠 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐠 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐢𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 Anta Kili Kulunaka Tata Kati Su Ani Kasunika Talanuku Tali Ushina Kiyasuku Tanaya.
Even those that live in complete darkness and have never seen the light can vision it, because God is in them as well. Even those creatures that have dim atmospheres and cannot see well or feel well can know that the light exists, because God is their creator. Even those that see bright lights and cannot see any darkness at all knows that all things exist in God. There are those things in the universe that are strange and unexplained, at least by some terms. But we believe that God is with us and that He will continue to move with us as we experience the light and the darkness alike. He will shed light on the oneness of who we are, and that one day all species will know one another as brothers and sisters, and not be strange or estranged.
I would like to know who is this?
Who is this? I will not say.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay, Wendy.
Good day and good light all. Alura anama atuku. Nasala kataya karsono akapala atakia nanasatila. Ora hasatahia. Amala atoyo kwasatala katiama kasatiaka. Hosayala hasanara. Shonokura ala kesa. Sonopo kahala atakana. So yahala so kuapaya. Monoa salaki hai tiasaka. Kunuya salarapaya wala ina. O kwakasaya wala ki. O tutua kashono. Hosulua kapayuraha. No tusu tukura kapala atia. Ni salahua. O shura kapo oya. Alia kataya poko kashi. Li hala kuapaya wala katoyo. Mokura sata atika. Alia satolo kwapo shona malia sataya. Oya kaya washi. Mi aya wala koya poso yorakatana. Ala kiatulu kwapalia sonuraka. Ina la susurapa. Tisa kiataya wala hina. Oyo rakatu. Mikala sotoro. Shoyo wala. Aya wala kita. Mi saya wala. Oya kukura. Mi saya akashatoroku. Mitaya lasi. Ni nana. Ayukwasa. Mitala. Namaste. Mahala.
Here we are with you, and we are supporting you. We have made our way through dense, dark space filled with fireballs, rocks, and gases, things that you have not seen ever before, or at least not up close. But now we want to share even a greater mystery with you, and that is your ascension. We are here to push you forward, to lift you up, to set you on a straight path, to let you know that we are helping in every way that we can. You are a strange and unusual species, but we love you with our hearts, minds, souls, and spirits, and we will give you the access to our hearts. We know that you are standing strong at this moment, even though much has come against you, but the fire is strong now, and your ascension is uninterrupted. It will be as it will be, and we will move forward with you. Amen.
Namaste. Thank you, Jim.
Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It's been an absolutely wonderful, beautiful day this morning, and we are very thankful for you, Jim, taking your time and bringing in such great guests. And thank everybody that was here joining us in the chat room. Thank Dan for being there to assist me all the way through this. He's my backup, my man. And we thank everyone for watching on YouTube, everyone that will watch, and we wish you a very blessed day. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Do we have any announcements, Dan?
I just wanted to remind everybody to keep an eye on the events pages for events and things that are going on through the group and the webinars and things, and thank them all for being great people.
And also, I will not be here next week because I'll be traveling to New York City. So I will find someone to take my place.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Jim. Love
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you again, Jim, and thank you, Guru Dan. Thank you, Val. Thank you, everyone, for being here today.
Yes, thank you all. Love you all. Have a great day.
And thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.